everyone! So, second video review for this week is for Starfall Ranch by California Dawes. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, I did just post that the other day. So if you're on Facebook or on my blog, there is a link within the post. And if you are on YouTube, there is a link in the description below. And this is the video review. So, Starfall Ranch by California Dawes was super fun. It was such an adventure. It's basically, it's very sci-fi and but sci-fi with a difference. It's like sci-fi fantasy, and Thisbe, she's super tired of her parents mapping out her life for her and telling her what she's going to do and making decisions for her and planning her future. And when they finally make a life choice for her that is just way too far, it's just a step too far, she's not going to do this, she takes her future into her own hands and she kind of goes on the run. But desperate to get away, she's not quite sure how she can hide out, and she applies to a matchmaking service for the world of Serona, and if you get paired up, you can go for free. So she's like, yes, I'm going to do this and have a new adventure somewhere else. So she arrives in Serona, and her paranoia definitely gets the better of her. She makes a few choices. She's convinced her parents have tracked her disappearance already and know where she is, and she panics and finds herself on the doorstep of Starfall Ranch, which is where she meets Shiloh, who is quite often referred to as Shy. And Shy's not too pleased with the unexpected visitor now at her ranch, but Shiloh and Thisbe, they have to learn to work together, and that in doing that they can then both get what they want. So it's very much a story of acceptance, and this was so much fun to read. Like I say, sci-fi romance with a bit of fantasy, and I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to get from this story. I expected it to be all other worlds and planets and an adventure, and in some respects it was an adventure, but really that's the fun of sci-fi, that you don't quite know what you're going to get, and it could be anything. Like, the imagination knows no bounds, and this was really imaginative. But this story was really out of this world, like literally, like more than sci-fi normally is, and the concept was really unique. It was really fascinating in so many respects, and I loved the whole idea, and it was so much filled with surprise at the turn of a page. Again, I was really, really excited to be reading this, and there were just many unexpected events that built to like a really clever but easy to follow plot. It was really, really great, and it was all those series of events that sort of started a chain in motion. And Shiloh and Thisbe, they had quite the relationship throughout the course of the story. You know, there was that angst and that tension, and then the circumstances that they found themselves in they were brilliant. They were really good, and they were clearly destined to meet. They were going to meet. That was sort of fate interfering, and in a strange way, they were like a really perfect match. So fate knew what it was doing, and they were both brilliantly unique as well, strong and determined, and challenged one another. But they were really cute when they did trust each other and had little moments together, and their vulnerabilities kind of surfaced a little bit in those moments, and that's where you got to see a little bit more of them together, and it was just really cute. But I really enjoyed this story. I really can't recommend it enough. I can't say too much about it, because if you say too much about it, it gives away too much of this plot, and it's really clever, and it's a really fun sci-fi. It was a different type of sci-fi altogether to what I've read before. It was just so much fun and so imaginative and brilliant. It was so cute. But rather than being detailed and complex sci-fi, like I say, it was just fun and fabulous, and something different and totally space-aged and weird and wacky and wonderful. And I really hope there'll be more from Shy and Thisbe in future. I do hope there will be a sequel to this, because I would love to see what they did with their futures. I really, really want to know. I think it would be awesome to see what they're up to on Serona now. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Starfall Ranch by California Dawes, which I hope you will. It's certainly something different, and I think you'll really enjoy it. If you've read Starfall Ranch by California Dawes, it'd be great to hear from you. It'd be great to hear what you thought of the book, so comment below, get involved. If you haven't read it yet, or it's on your to be read list, but you're planning to read it, or you haven't heard of it before, and now you're thinking, oh, I must read this book, again, it would be really great to hear from you. So please comment below and let us know what you're reading, and that you're interested in reading it, because it's always great to hear that you are. And if you do read it, I firstly hope you have fun. I hope you have a great adventure, but I also really hope you enjoy it. Bye!